Ready?
I am so ready.
Hair looks good?
Yeah.
Hair looks good? You wouldn't lie to me, right? All right, let's do this. I'm so
Wine
nervous.
time.
Cheers. All right.
Calm down.
I don't like
Why are
being
you
friendly.
sweating already?
Dude, I'm like dripping already.
We're gonna chill.
You don't look nervous at all. I like that. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Bram.
Let's do this.
Hi guys, it's me, Maryam,
Hey, guys.
and I have a special guest here.
I'm
with
here
me.
finally.
Yay! We are about to do our Get to Know Me video. We are
About
so
time.
nervous.
Applause, please.
We are drinking wine because you need wine to answer questions that are personal.
Totally.
Yeah, let's start off with the easy ones.
Let's do
Relationship
and love.
questions.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I love you too, and I know you have been together for a long time, but are you guys married? If not, do you ever plan on having a traditional wedding or nah?
I don't know, honestly, about a traditional wedding. I'm so happy with the way that things are with us. We've been together for 16 years. 16 long, beautiful years, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm so happy with the way that things are going, with the way that things have been. Traditional wedding, I'm not a traditionalist. That's just me. I think I might have converted you too, because you're no longer a traditionalist either.
No.
So,
I don't know. I think. I mean, to answer that question, is obviously, are we ever going to planning on getting married together? That made no sense. So if I could answer that question, I would say I would probably want to get married later on, if that makes sense. I think right now everything works so great. I think we have such a great chemistry with one another. We're kind of like each other's best friends. So we do everything together. We've known each other for a very long time.
Except for bathroom.
Yeah, we don't do that. We have a bathroom rule.
We don't even fart in front of each other.
No, we don't. I just think
I've heard you fart once. No, twice.
And it was by mistake.
You didn't talk to me for 3 days
I didn't.
after each time.
I didn't.
Once because you were so embarrassed.
I
The
was.
second
I
time
was so embarrassed.
Because you were double embarrassed. Look, you're turning red now.
Embarrassed now. So okay, so I have a big family, and one of my older brothers, he said, it's never good to see your partner doing something that's unattractive. So using the bathroom, farting, those kinds of things. So if you want a trick to kind of keep it fresh, is to don't catch them in those moments where it's maybe a little too fresh.
No, my family's very fresh. Let's just keep it that way.
Yeah, pretty much.
We do everything in front of each other.
Yeah. They try to do it in front of me, but nope. Not having it.
You're in it.
They actually thought I was like some crazy magician for not farting in front of you. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, it's just the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah, everybody.
Comment down below if you think Lee is a crazy magician for not farting.
Do I fart?
Never. Like I said,
don't fart.
Twice in my life. Anyway, moving right along. Next question.
Would you like to have children?
Yes, for sure. I would like to have children.
Yes, I would
Jump
definitely.
the gun on that question.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough question for me. I think it's a tough question. You're jumping the gun, but we do talk about it quite often.
We talk about it a lot, and we're always going back and forth.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're like, oh my God, we're so stressed and we're so busy. Where is there room for children? We just got Beau, and Beau is a handful too. My mom takes care of him while we're traveling. So how's that going to work? I don't know. I think in 5 years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or within 5 years.
Within 5 years. I think
is
that's pretty reasonable.
definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I would love that.
But right now, it's just
I
a
would
little
love that.
too cray-cray.
I'm not sure where I heard this from, but they said your child's birthday is the moment you start thinking about them. And I think today's parents should actually really be more in tune with not only the idea of having a child, but when you should have a child. Because the moment you start thinking about that child is when, to me, that child is a reality. And so you should be thinking about where you're at, where you want to go, who you want to have your child with. Really understand it's the biggest decision you'll ever make in your life. More so than college and education and job you have, because at the end of the day, all you really do need is love. And we live such crazy lives. We travel all over the place that I would probably, ideally, like give it all up just to be with my kid. Like my kid would be so much more important than anything I do personally. So, and right now I'm just really selfish.
Too deeply,
Sorry.
too deep, but true story.
True story. I mean, we do talk about it.
Next question.
All right, next question.
You guys are the cutest. What is a good relationship advice you would give? Be best friends first.
Yeah.
Trust each other. Don't lie to each other.
No.
And talk often. Communicate.
Yeah.
About everything. Every day.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Don't keep secrets. Not right.
Do you guys sometimes fight?
Yes.
Yes.
We do.
We do.
We're not perfect.
Not perfect at all.
No one's perfect.
No.
I would say...
We're pretty good.
We're pretty good. We're pretty good.
I would just say when we do have an argument, they're like epic. They are. I think they're epic. I think they're, because again, the responsibility, like when you know somebody so well, you know how to get them mad.
That's true.
So sometimes you know how, and sometimes you take it out on your loved ones. So
yeah, we don't fight often, but when we do fight.
No, you would think we would fight more often. We're with each other 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, which brings us to the next question. I follow you on Snapchat and I've noticed that you're always with Lee. Do you ever get tired of hanging out with him every hour of every day? I don't see you out without him much at all. Just curious. Yeah, girl. It does get tiring.
Yeah, it does.
I do get excited sometimes when Lee goes to visit his family in Pennsylvania. I'm like, yes, I get to do nothing at all.
Yes,
but then I end up calling him like
it's really
5
weird.
minutes after he leaves.
Yeah.
So I guess we're kind of joined at the hip.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like we're really close. You know? I mean, sometimes I think we're maybe a little too close, if that's even a thing. I think that we often talk, we're like, hey, we need to take some time away from each other. And then whatever, life kind of just always brings us back together, which is kind of dope, I mean, the hardest part is probably definitely working together because it's hard to kind of distinguish between when you were talking about work and when we're talking about life in our relationship. So if I say, honey, you don't look cute today, I'm not talking about her physically today. I'm talking maybe the look she has in store for today, which is still kind of...
Careful there,
right?
Careful, Lee world.
Yeah, so there you go. Next question. When and how did you meet Lee? When and how did you meet me, Lee?
Do you want to answer that question?
I can do it.
Can you do the PG version, though, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So basically, me and Maryam met on America Online.
Good old AOL.
Age, sex, location, ASL. Long story short, she was dating this guy. This guy was dating her, and he happened to bring up a picture up on AOL to show me who he was dating. I think he was showing off to me, and I kind of just said, are you guys serious? Because, back, when you're younger, you kind of mess around or whatever. So he was like, no, we're not really serious. But as I found out later, you guys were kind of serious.
We were high school sweethearts.
Right. I was, to my fault, to my ignorance, I wasn't aware. I just saw this beautiful person. I was just like, okay. So I kind of like memorized her name because it used to have the name on top of the picture. And so when everybody left. And
you stalked me.
And I stalked her. Yeah, I totally sent her a direct message. I was like, age, sex, location. And then we started talking, and we happened to know a lot of people. And so she went to LaGuardia.
Performing arts.
And I went as well. I was actually a dance major. And so we happened to know a lot of people. Then our first date was at Lincoln Center, January 4th, 2001. 14th. January 14th. 2001. I remembered. I got the 4.
It's the wine, right?
It's the wine.
It's the wine, or shall I?
No killing. It's been 16 years. So January 14th at Lincoln Center, we met. We had our first date. We went to. Do you remember what we ate?
We went to Bond Street Sushi, and I was so young at the time, I had no idea that the guy was supposed to pay, and I had like $5 in my pocket, so I said to myself, I'm just not going to order anything at all, because I don't have enough money to pay for this.
It is a true story, but we'll get to that, but it's actually pizza.
Oh, yeah, we did have pizza, but we also had Bond Street.
We had pizza. Okay, so we met at Lincoln Center right at the fountains, and then she didn't think I was cute, actually thought I was very unattractive, and you said that you've told me on numerous occasions that you thought you'd never date me.
Yes.
Yes.
True story.
True story. Yes. So we met, and then we had pizza, and then we went to see a show called De La Guardia. Okay.
God, that was a long time ago.
And then we went to Bond Street to eat dinner.
Right, but as we got out of De La Guardia, and this is when I realized that when Lee gets hungry, he gets extremely hangry. And he was hungry during De La Guardia, so he was like, I need a slice of pizza. So we went to just... No, this was right after.
No, this was before, babe. On our way to the show.
You sure?
Yes. Because you made fun of my greasy fingers.
I think it was right after. because we were supposed to go to
Why
dinner.
why would we go to a show, then go eat to go eat?
Exactly, because you were hangry.
No.
I am telling you, before we even got to the before we even got to the Japanese, he decided to have a pit stop at the pizza shop, and he ordered a big old slice of pizza, and the grease was dripping down his fingers. And so till this day, I call him Greasy Fingers because of our first date. Give me a kiss.
No, that wasn't true, babe.
True story.
Just not
Moving
true.
right along.
The next question. What is your favorite quality about Lee? And Lee, what is your favorite quality
That's a really
about
good question.
Maryam? I've said this a bunch of times. She's actually a really good person. Like I've known a lot of people in my life. I've been fortunate enough to jump around the world and be involved with different industries and have met quite a numerous amount of people. And I would say she's top 3 nicest people I've ever met on the planet. I mean, that includes like religious figures and things like that. Like she's really a good person. Like I don't see. No, it's true, babe. I'm not saying that to compliment you. I actually mean that. Anybody who's lucky to be in your life, to have you as a friend and to love you, and I'm extremely.
Stop! I'm
lucky
gonna
to
get
have you.
emotional.
Don't get emotional.
No, I'm just fixing my
The
lip.
makeup, yeah. Obviously, a very tough question for me to answer on camera without breaking down into some tears. But I just think, yeah, she's super, super cool, good-hearted person. Like, is awesome, beautiful soul. Mwah.
I'm happy you didn't cry.
No, I'm getting through this. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna get through this.
All right, so it's my turn to answer that.
Yeah.
What is my favorite quality about Lee? Okay. Oh, I have a lot of favorite qualities about
Yeah,
you.
I have a lot of qualities I like about myself too.
One of my top favorites is that Lee is one of those super reliable, like can-do type of people. I never worry when I'm with Lee. I never worry about anything. Even like when we were dead broke, I never ever worried that we were gonna be out on the street. I never worried that we couldn't pay our rent. I always knew that we'd find a way because Lee always made me feel like he was this amazing, secure person, an amazing provider. Sorry.
Are you getting emotional?
I am.
Oh, babe. I love you.
Last time you cried when we tried to film this.
I know. I've been preparing myself for this. What's your favorite song?
Oh my god, that's so hard. I have many favorite songs.
She loves.
I love Mariah. I love Michael Jackson. I love Whitney. I love Prince. I love Freddie Mercury. I'm into the classics, okay? I'm into like the classic singers that can actually sing. Sorry, I'm very, very bougie when it comes to voices, so that's why I have to say it like that.
It's too much. If you had to drink for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Sancerre.
Oh, nice. Where is somewhere you haven't traveled and would like to go visit?
I would like to go to Japan.
Oh, Japan. Yeah, that's a big one.
I would say Korea, but we're going to
going to
Korea. Hey! But yeah, Tokyo. I see you.
It's in the future. It's in the
see my
plans.
robe?
It's in the works. If you could travel through time and space, who would you choose to meet in person?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's a good
Wait,
one.
is this lightning round?
No, it's just random.
Oh, that's just me jumping the gun again. MJ.
Next, how do you pronounce your name?
Maryam.
Maryam.
Maryam. Some people say Maryam. I will accept Maryam. I will not accept Mary.
I will accept.
I will not accept Marianne. You will be blocked, honey, if you call me Marianne. Just kidding. Just kidding. So it's Maryam, and maquillage is actually not my name. Maquillage means makeup in French, and also a bunch of different languages like Russian, Polish, Arabic. What else? Maquillaje in Spanish, maquillage in Portuguese. So maquillage.
Where did you go to school? Was it in the United States or in Russia?
I went to school in both the United States and Russia, and also in France.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did. She did.
Yes, so I spent first, second, and third grade in my Russian school, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I spent first, second, and third grade in school in Russia. Then I moved here to the States with my parents when I was about 10 years old. I started fourth grade here. I went to high school here. I went to college here, and then I did a semester abroad in Paris.
You did.
Yes, and I miss it
I
terribly.
remember you did. She went to Paris because the guys were cute.
They are very cute.
See?
Guys are super duper handsome.
Is it like appropriate that a girl can do that? Like
It's a
girl,
double standard. I can definitely.
I can't say
1000%.
like that girl is cute.
Nope.
I mean it like totally like
Nope.
in an honest and sincere
Nope.
way. Yeah, she's cute.
Er.
Next question. Where do you live? Okay, I'm not telling you our address. Where do you live?
New York City area.
Area? Have you always been interested in makeup and beauty, or did you have other plans when you were younger?
Oh my God. So my first dream job was to be a cosmonaut.
I remember that. You told me that.
Yes, I was like 2 years old, and I learned that cosmonauts, which are Soviet astronauts, go into space. And so I wanted to be a cosmonaut. Anyway, both of my parents are artists, so naturally the next thing that I wanted to be was an artist. And then I discovered that I could sing. And then everything before that was erased. I just wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to be famous. And then all of that changed once I got to high school and I went to the fame school. And everybody wanted to be famous. And then I was like, maybe it's not so cool after all. So then I decided that I wanted to study cultures. And I did. I went to college for international relations to study cultures and languages. And now here I am. But makeup was always my thing. Makeup was my thing since about 12 years old.
Yeah, as long as I've known you, yeah. What was your first ever makeup product?
It was a baby blue hard candy nail polish, you know, the one with the ring on it. Yeah, I got it after Alicia Silverstone wore it, after Clueless. Made me feel nice and grown. I believe it was $12 at the time. And I bought it with my own money, my own babysitting money that I earned.
Well, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you spend doing your makeup?
I think I take an hour, but then it takes me another hour just to get dressed and to do my hair. So altogether, it takes me 2 hours to get ready.
Okay.
One of those hours being the makeup.
How did you start your career, and what advice would you give to aspiring YouTubers and makeup artists?
It's a really good question. How did I start my career? So many people ask me this question, especially on Snapchat. So many of them are young girls who don't really even understand the question or why they're asking it. My advice to aspiring makeup artists is to go out there, build your portfolio, practice on as many skin tones, as many faces, as many different people of different ages as you possibly can. I mean, nothing can get you further in the game than actually being in it and practicing. And then as far as YouTube is concerned, oh man, it's a tough industry. It's a tough industry to be in. But as I always say, as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you know that you've got the it, and as long as you work hard, you can do anything at all, whether it is YouTube, whether it is makeup, whether it is singing, painting, bodybuilding, whatever it is that you have your mind set on, as long as you work hard, as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you set goals, accomplish those goals, you've got the it.
I also think like for Maryam, like from an outsider's perspective, it isn't work for her. Like she'll get up, and from the moment she gets up, she's like doing it. And from the moment, right until she goes to bed, she's still commenting, liking, and just reading comments. And I think, I said, honey, aren't you tired of working? She goes, what do you mean? And I'm like, you're working. She goes, no, I'm not. This is just actually something I love to do. So I think whatever it is that you love to do, I know we hear a lot of people say that, you know, you have to love what you do. No, it's actually, she's right. I have to say, she told me I love what I do, and I think she really does. And that's kind of cool to work with somebody who loves what they do. And that's like, it inspires me to kind of want to be on board and help out the way I do. Because I just think it's cool to watch somebody do what they love to do. Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys. Oh,
Love you guys too.
I think it's my first time getting emotional.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm good. But that was very sweet. I'm glad you get me.
Okay. I hope I get you. What's your worst quality?
My worst quality, which is also my best quality, is that I really rely on the universe and the stars aligning a little too much. So sometimes I can be a little too comfortable and a little too content with my own place in this life. I always think that the universe has a higher plan for me, so I'm a little too reliant on that. I won't take matters into my own hands if I don't have to. I mean, I will if I have to, but I'd rather not. So I'm just a little too comfortable. Millennial problems, you guys get me.
Is there a specific body part or feature that you aren't happy with? If so, how do you overcome or deal with it?
Body parts that I'm not happy with. Okay, I'll tell you the first one that I became insecure about when I was kind of developing into my body, if you know what I mean. I wasn't crazy about my legs. I felt that my legs were a little chunky on the top and a little too skinny on the bottom. Some kids call them chicken legs because they look like drumsticks. Big thighs, small calves. And just wasn't something that I was fond of.
But I love chicken.
You do, it's true. His mom makes lots of chicken. No, but seriously, yeah, definitely my legs. It was like the first body part that I grew to hate. I didn't want to wear short shorts or short skirts and like show them off or anything. But then, I don't know, I was like looking at all these like celebrities and all these singers that I admired, and none of them were perfect, and yet they all had this way of embracing their body type, and not just their body type, but also their own individuality. So I guess it was like in high school, I started really getting to know myself and who I was and appreciating my body and just kind of saying, F it, you know? And I still don't really like my legs, but I don't hate them. I don't hate them.
I think they're beautiful. But that's not enough.
Chicken legs.
Chicken legs.
But you like chicken.
But who doesn't like chicken? What is your workout routine? And are you on a special diet? Great body.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Of you.
I need to get on a special workout routine. I
didn't say anything. I do not.
Listen,
I don't
I
know. That was a setup.
I felt your judging eye.
No.
I felt your energy.
Not true.
We're going to move right along here.
No, she's dodging the question.
Point is, I need to be working out a little bit more than what I'm doing right now. I will say this. I am lucky in the sense that I don't gain weight in like one area like some people do. I kind of like gain it gradually all over, so you can't really tell when I gain or lose. And I guess some people consider that lucky, but I'm gonna tell you, I do have some problem areas that I need to address very soon. I know, and I'm gonna get to it, I swear. We have a gym in this building, and when we moved in here, I was like, I'm gonna be going to the gym every day. Lies. Those are lies, okay? Anyway.
Next question. Okay, have you had any cosmetic procedures or enhancements? Please tell the truth. No?
I've had Botox.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
But I can still cringe.
Yes, okay. Anyway.
Hi, Mom!
You're such a prude.
Mom! Don't kill me.
What brand of makeup do you think you have the most makeup from?
I definitely think I have a lot of Tarte. And also, they have a full range of makeup. They have foundations, they have eyeshadows, they have lipsticks, they have skincare. They have so much.
Sunscreen.
They
have tanning. They have... I mean, I use their stuff all the time.
I think Tarte is up there along with like Lancome.
Lancome's up there.
Because I've been working with Lancome for a long time, so they've been hooking me up for a long time. Hi, Lancome. So they're up there. They're neck and neck. It has to be like Tarte and Lancome. Probably NYX is up there too.
NYX is up there.
Makeup Forever is getting up there.
Benefit sends a lot of stuff, I think.
But Benefit is very curated.
It's curated.
They have
they'll send
only...
like really... Sorry. I get into it.
Why don't you answer it for us?
I have to unbox them.
Queen.
I go downstairs and I get the packages every day. So I think I have a say or an opinion too.
Yeah.
I don't even use this stuff.
Moving right along.
Let's do this. Go. Oh, what's your favorite color?
Jello! Lee, what is your ethnicity?
My parent. I was born United. I was born. That's fucked up. Okay. Let's take. I have like 3 seconds left. I'm Puerto Rican. My parents are from Puerto Rico. I was born in the Bronx, New York. What's your ethnicity?
Oh, well, I don't have... Can I have longer than 10 seconds to answer that?
No.
I don't have enough time to answer that. It's not fair.
You did the same to me right now.
Okay. So, okay. Short answer is I am Eurasian from Russia. Long answer is I took a DNA test and I found out I am 15 different things, including, but not limited to, Mongolian, Chinese, Sub-Saharan African, Finnish, Middle Eastern,
okay, time running out.
Eastern European.
You're supposed to answer under 10 seconds.
Okay.
But in short, you were born in...
Russia.
Okay, perfect.
What is your favorite makeup brand to travel with?
Wow, that's a good one. I like, obviously I like skincare, so I'd have to go with Strivectin. What's your favorite kind of music?
90s R&B. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh man, I gotta go with pizza. If you could only wear one color lipstick for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Red. What's one thing that bothers you about social media?
Oh, there's a lot of things.
One. Top.
One thing, I think the one thing that I don't like about social media is that I think it can be a little dishonest sometimes. Like I think if we're supposed to be, if the social media and the internet is supposed to like make us be closer, then we should be closer and should be more open to be more vulnerable with each other. But I think in fact we've all gotten much more insecure about each other. So it's like we've dumbed it down to more like high school interaction as opposed to having more spiritual interactions.
I'll accept that.
That's kind of like it.
I'll accept
That's
that.
probably the shortest way I can explain it.
All right.
Are you a breast or a butt girl?
I'm a butt girl.
You like butts?
I like booties. I'm a bootyologist. I love booties. What can I say? Lee has an amazing booty.
Oh,
it's
come on.
perfect. He
You're
used
gonna
to be a ballet
You're
dancer.
gonna make me cry.
He has a ballet booty.
No, come on.
That's my wine. Thank you so much.
That's how you distract.
What is your pet peeve?
Pet peeve. I don't like people who lie. What's your least favorite quality about me?
About you? Your temper.
Oh, really? You can't say that on camera?
Who is your social media wife? If you weren't with me, and if
Well, I
you
have
could,
fans. I don't know if they're wives. Like you mean like we have this game that we play.
Oh yeah.
So we have this game that we play with a lot of people that I started.
I think Manny and I started it.
No,
not
I
you.
started it.
Me and Manny started it.
We have this game we play with our friends in social media, and I believe I started it, but Maryam thinks she started it with Manny, but I think I started it, but she thinks she started with Manny, but I believe I started it. So anyway, it's basically who do you think you would team, if you weren't with your significant other, who would you like to be paired with or think you'd do better with if you were paired with them? In a totally like cool, platonic, like not so serious way, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I told, like currently I'm like, I love Patrick. I've always said I'd be a cool.
He's your social media wife?
I think Patrick's awesome. I think.
Or husband.
Yeah. I just think I would love to work with Patrick. Not that I don't work with Patrick, but not that I do work with Patrick, but Patrick is my friend. But I mean, like if I was really involved with Patrick, I just think he's such an amazing force. I like Patrick.
Okay. What is your favorite physical quality of Maryam?
I think you have the whole package.
You like how I threw that in there?
Right, fishing for a compliment. No, I think you have the whole package.
No, one.
Yeah, it
Favorite.
is. The whole thing.
No, the favorite one.
But what if I like the whole cake? Why do I have to pick between the icing and the cake? What if I like the whole thing?
Just the cake.
No, I like the whole thing. I like everything.
All right.
Which platform do you like the best?
Snapchat. Snapchat.
Yeah, it's your favorite. Okay, cool. Yeah, what's your favorite kind of picture to put up?
Oh, OTD.
Favorite time of day to shoot a picture?
Sunset.
What's your favorite kind of video? 15 second, 30 second, full length video, get to know me's, tutorials.
Tutorials.
Would you ever kill somebody?
No.
Would you go to war?
No.
Would you vote for Trump?
No.
Would you ever sleep with a girl?
No.
Would you ever kiss a girl?
Yes.
Would you ever shave your head bald?
Yes.
Would you ever get a boob implant?
I don't know.
Yes
Maybe.
or no? Yes or no?
I mean, I have boobs already, but what if they sag? So I guess that's a potential yes.
Come on, yes or no?
I said potential
Come on,
yes.
all right. Would you ever dye your hair?
Yes.
Have you ever dyed your hair?
No.
Would you ever jump out of a plane?
Yes.
Would you ever fly to Mars?
Yes.
Would you ever live in California?
Yes.
Would you ever do a piercing in your lip?
No.
Get a tattoo on your body?
No.
Would you ever sleep with a guy for money?
No. Ew. What the
Would you ever step on somebody else to put yourself higher?
No.
Would you ever go 2 nights without taking a shower?
Yes.
Ew. Would you ever wear dirty panties?
No. Ew. Would you ever do porn for $100,000?
What kind of porn? Soft porn? Hardcore porn?
Any kind of
Like-
porn.
like-
You choose the type of porn.
Cash?
You
Absolutely not.
would. You would, you liar. You're terrible. Do you think I'm short?
I think
Yes or no?
yes. Baby, you are. You're like 5'1".
2!
Okay.
I'm 5'2".
That's short, no?
It's
I mean, I don't know. Isn't that short?
It's petite.
So you prefer if I call you petite?
Yes, I'm petite.
So you set me up? You should have asked me, am I petite or not?
Would you ever move to California?
Yes.
Would you ever move to France?
Yes.
If someone were to offer you money to cut your hair, would you do it, and for how much?
I would do it for free. I just think when the time is right, the time is right. You know, we've asked so many people this question, like, should I cut my hair or should I not cut my hair? And everyone always kind of says, don't cut it.
Comment down below.
Comment
should
down-
Lee
should
cut
Lee
his
cut
hair
his hair?
or not?
I'll cut it. If the comments are there and they say, cut it, and it outdoes the keep it, I'll cut it.
Leave us a scissors emoji if you want him to cut it.
And leave a don't cut.
Lee, have you ever had any piercings?
Yes.
Would you consider yourself a bad boy?
No, I used to be. I'm a retired bad boy.
Do you love traveling?
Yes.
Love designer handbags?
That's surprisingly, yes.
Men purses.
Yeah.
Merces.
That's a whole new love. The question is, tell me as much as you can about Beau. What?
And his real name is Beau, which
His
means
real name is
beautiful
Beau.
in French.
Right. It's Beau. Bowie, come here. Come. Beau is 10 pounds, 3 ounces. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to make sure we bring Bowie.
Like Bonnie.
This is the other guy. Okay, answer questions about Beau. Beau, how old are you?
1.
What's your nationality? British short hair.
He's English.
I know. He's English.
He smells
Beau's
so
eyes are
good.
orange.
He smells,
He smells
so
delicious.
good. He smells so good.
And he's probably hungry.
And he's so gentle and so
He's so
sweet.
nice, guys.
He never takes out his claws.
Never.
Ever. Even when he plays, even when he like strikes us, like play strikes us, he never takes out his
No,
claws.
he never.
He knows they hurt people.
Okay, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. We made
Yay,
it.
we made it with only one emotional moment. Let us know if you have any other questions. Leave your comments below. Leave your questions. Leave your answers about whether Lee should cut his hair or not.
You guys are awesome, honestly. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the support. And obviously, we wouldn't do what we were doing if it wasn't for you guys.
It's true.
Thanks for coming along for the ride, and
Yes.
thanks for always being so supportive of
Yes.
both of us. So we support you guys all the way. So if anything we can do to make your life better, just let us know. We'll do it.
Let us know. We'll see you guys on Snapchat, on
You got it.
Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter.
All those channels.
blog.
You know how it goes.
You know how it goes.
We'll see you on.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Yay!
Peace out. Bye. Cut.
I love my Bowie. I love my Bowie so much.